Good morning. I'm live in North Korea, and this is Namaste today. Just kidding. Good morning, my friend, and Namaste, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac Weather. My name is Christopher Witecki. I am the sensei to Sirius joy. My mission is to stand in my heart and walk in the light each day. I have to tell you, it's such a pleasure to light walk with you. I'm lovecasting live from the beautiful Temple of Gaia. I'm Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Not just a Friday, but Friday, May 1st. May, that's my month. May 1st, 2015. And today the sun is at step 11. Step 11 can be heaven or can be hell. It all depends on whether or not you are becoming what you want to become. Step 11 is I become. This is the compound root step of Virgo. So Virgos are in a constant state of becoming. So a lot of people think that they are perfectionists. No, it's that they're in a constant state of becoming. As soon as they become something else right away. As soon as they become this, they think of something else to become more perfect. So they're in a constant state of becoming. But the 11th step, or step 11, is actually the final step of when you try to draw in what you want on the planet. When you become that what you want to attract. So, there's an old saying in the light work business, fake it till you make it. I want to just improve that just a little bit. I say you must become it for it to come. All right, and that's what you be is what comes. So today, it's about becoming what you want to manifest, becoming the right character in that story, and becoming who your heart wants to be. But before you go off becoming, let's first tame our brain, shall we? With the phrase of today. Today I love myself, and I love myself some more. Hallelujah. Or should we say hallelujah, right? Don't want to get too cheesy with these words, but I kind of like hallelujah. It's just better than hallelujah. So today it's really about I love, I love. Step 11 is I love, I love. We'll talk about that in a minute. So you want to get each sphere of the brain to be focusing on how you love yourself. On the one hand, you have to love yourself to give yourself the energy. That's really one of the fine lines between primitive and more evolved is if you are primitive, you are not giving yourself the energy before you go out the door. If you are evolved, you are giving yourself the energy before you go out the door. Okay? Universe does not ask you to play ball before you're ready for the game. Okay? So that's just us impatient running out the door without, without going through all of our steps. So today it's about that first, check in. I love myself. All right? I love myself. I've checked it in. I'm good. I love myself. I totally love myself. I love myself. I'm great. I'm Leo fabulous. And then I love myself some more. Now the I love myself some more is actually the extra love you're getting going in your magic wand hand to get things casted. So it's I love myself some more. In fact, I guess an athlete that's ready to throw a ball back might be saying, I love myself as they catch it, I love myself some more as they throw it. It's that breathing in, breathing out of love, basically. But in your case, if you want to manifest, you want to love yourself, you want to love yourself some more. So one more time to keep it in the mind. Today, I love myself, and I love myself some more. And so it is, because I said so. I thought so. Now the serious step of the day is step 11. Step 11 is I love plus I love. And that to me is the essence of Virgo. So really, a Virgo is a double Leo. And if you've ever been in a relationship with a Virgo, you know that is so true. It is two princesses, two princes. It is twins. You have twin princesses there, in one human form. And so step 11 is about loving and loving. And I believe that healing, when Virgos heal, what they do is they lend the second one to the sick party. So they kind of project that one into the sphere of the party. They bring it back. Then they compare the one to their one. And then they make a diagnosis. In that way, that's the first step of step 11. Today, step 11 is the Chiron. That is the healing. And that's what has to happen. You have to love yourself and have to love yourself more. What that does is get you into what I call integrity, Chiron integrity, and that's what step 11 brings. Once you're in Chiron integrity, you are ready to do ball. You're not just protected, but you're bringing love to the table, which is what you're going to ante up in the poker game, right? Is love, how much love you can throw into the pot. So looking at the architecture of incarnation, 11 is a powerful number, and as you can see, it only comes twice. Really, well, there's a secret third. We'll show you here. However, it doesn't appear until the second act. So until we're at step 11, a Virgo hasn't even waken up. Until we're at step 11 in a transit, a Virgo isn't even aware, because a Virgo has to be aware of every step before a Virgo gets started, right? So we first see I become really in the second act, or in the second dimension, where we become something and we embody something. Notice we can't become something here before just in our mind. It has to be embodied. Interesting little point. It's a compound state, okay? Now, secondly, the next time we see that 11 come is at 22 in the third dimension. Okay, at 22, that's when the party gets started. That's when it starts to get really crazy. You have 2 levels of 11, so you have 2 11s going. That's almost like a cheerleader with double batons spinning, right? And that's when things start to get interesting. And that 2 plus 2 could be 2 of you, like your 11s inside and someone else's 11s, or 2 of you inside spurring up some sort of massive energy to create something as big as you or bigger than you in the world. So you're getting that energy going for like the baby, let's say. And then the third time the 11 comes is actually hidden into the ruling state of the final degree. So step 29 is actually adding to an 11. That's your final Grand Master 11. And I think it's worth saying that when you're an 11 and you want to be able to manage 2 different states of things that you love, you stay in the 2. 1 plus 1 makes 2. You stay in the feeling to stay on top of that. All right. Hope that makes sense. I try to teach each time we come into 11. So if you don't get it this week, don't worry, you'll get it next. So before we move on, let's take a look at the colors and the chakras and how 11s are spinning inside of us. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So looking at the chakras and the colors of the day, we are, of course, in the sun of Taurus. So we are becoming that what we want to manifest. So we're in the orange chakra. And that is very important to note. You want to definitely ground yourself, make sure you get your Wheaties, make sure you get your sleep, that sort of thing. Taurus needs everything up till step 10 before it can manifest. So all the steps have to be kind of awake and online before you can open up manifestation, right? You got to love and trust who you are. That's what the 10 is, and be on top of that. Then, of course, we add on the 11. Now, the 11 is a double dose of love. So what the 11 is the heart chakra opening twice, all right? The front and the back. That's how I think it is. I think that Leo rules the front and Virgo rules the back. And I think when 11 opens up, both Leo and the back open up. So the heart chakra starts to open and do total business with Earth, while at the same time, orange is connecting and manifesting here. That's how the two come together. But as I mentioned earlier, when you're in the 11, how do you manage all that consciousness? And I say this to every Virgo out there, every Virgo rising out there, every Virgo moon out there. How do you manage that 11 energy? 1 plus 1 makes 2. You stay in the feeling. So you stay in the solar plexus. You don't focus on the heart too much. You don't focus on the manifestation too much. You focus on the yellow, what you're feeling right now. Because what you're feeling right now is a blend of the higher consciousness of the green and the consciousness of the orange. When you're in the yellow, you're including everything. When you're in the emotional field, you're including all fields. Remember, the emotional field is the moon, like a secretary going around the earth, checking in on all the children in all the zodiac signs. So when we connect to our I feel, we connect to everything that we are currently manifesting in this reality. How about that? So let's take a look at all the things that are contributing to that reality and their timing in the cosmic clock. And here we are with the cosmic clock. Well, the sun has progressed to step 11 Taurus today. Step 11 is I become. Taurus is I manifest. So today I become what I am manifesting. And that's what we're doing. We're stepping into that stride. And here for this Friday, that's what it's all about. Stepping into celebrating what we're becoming. And that means that we're becoming something that matches what we're trying to manifest. I'll talk more about that in the Joy Quest. Now, our mind is also on love. Mercury is at step 1. Step 1, Gemini. That means that what we're thinking about Mercury is love, and we're thinking about how we think about love. So this is where the twin looks at itself. Whenever Mercury moves into Gemini, now we look at ourselves, now we look at our own thinking, now we think about how we're thinking, not just so much about what we're thinking about, if you followed that. And so today, it's about watching your thoughts as to whether or not they're loving. So monitor your thoughts as to whether they're loving or not. Now, when it comes to receiving love, Venus is at step 23. Step 23 of Gemini. So although our mind is just showing up to the party to see if we're having loving thoughts, we're at the capacity to listen to that self-love at the step 23 mark. Now the step 23 mark, by the way, is when we are feeling it, step 2, and we are believing it. So the best kind of example of step 23 in society would be like probably people singing in church. Hallelujah. You know what I mean? Like you are feeling it, you are believing it, and you are surrendering to the word as it adds to a 5. So step 23 is the master Gemini step. So it's interesting that as we become that what we want to manifest, our mind is really framing perfectly what that entails. Now our ego's Mars is at step 22. This started yesterday afternoon. Step 22 is the quantum step where things really start to bounce off of each other and get really exciting. This is when you're really looking at how things can abundantly grow, right? And today it continues at step 22 in Taurus. That means we are acting Mars on our passion or acting on our innovation. Another way to put the 22 is go ahead and step up, take it a step up. And this is the reality that you're creating in Taurus. Now the moon today is in Libra and continues in Libra. In fact, it crossed the North Node in this current day, depending on where you're on the Earth. So crossing the North Node means that emotionally there comes a moment when you hit the note, the right note, that is the right relationship with yourself. And right now the North Node is at step 9. So the universe is saying the right note to take with yourself is action. And so you might feel the call to action as moon crosses the North Node. Then Earth, we've been talking about Earth. Earth himself today is at step 11, Scorpio, which means part of mastering this, what you're becoming, is manifesting and holding to the boundaries, Scorpio, that you need to hold. So really, by allowing yourself to live those boundaries you need to live, you will become what you want to become. I think that's the formula. Then finally, let's look at Uranus. Uranus is at step 17, Aries. That means we are deciding who we are, Aries. 17 is a decision step. And that is actually trining Jupiter at 13. So these two forces are working together. We are literally like a plant growing in a soul garden. We are literally growing a new ego with Uranus and Aries. And we're at the point of we've decided what kind of a flower we are, or if we're a weed or not, right? And Jupiter, which is the juice, is at step 13, which is the point at which our hearts start growing according to what we believe. Now, of course, you could start growing your heart according to what you don't believe, which would mean that you'd be on the same learning path from the negative perspective. So I recommend you follow your beliefs. Now then, finally, the Tower of Truth. As you can see, we have pretty much a big gap here. The two planets that are working together now in Taurus is Mars, I am, and the Sun, I love. So I love and I am, I love and I am. Today the Sun is at step 11, and interestingly enough, Mars is twice of that 11. So we love ourselves, and then Mars is like, and we love ourselves again, and we love ourselves again, right? And that's exactly what you want to do. This is kind of the day where it's about, I think I can, and that old nursery rhyme kind of thing. It's like, I love myself and I think I can. That's how these two are working together today. And you want to go ahead and climb that ladder, whether it's a social ladder, relationship ladder, or climbing yourself out of a big ass hole you put yourself in Aries. All right, so now let's look at how to boil this down, how to boil all this advice down in today's Joy Quest. Your joy quest, should you choose to accept it, is to build your house out of brick. Now this, of course, goes to Three Little Pigs, right? Three Little Pigs had opportunities of how to build their house. This is a time, we're talking Taurus, we're talking about the integrity of your foundation. What I mean more specifically is the formula to Taurus is to love and to protect. So don't do anything, don't build anything on a foundation that's not both loved and protected. And to build your house out of brick, I mean living in your own integrity. Have you loved and protected your own emotions? Have you loved and protected your own heart? Have you loved and protected your beliefs? These are each of the steps. The question is, have you loved and protected each part of yourself, each state of awareness? This is the meditation that I teach in Joy Camp and teach with my personal clients, that you want to put time and love to protect each part of your life. And if you don't want to do it with the 11 steps to Sirius Joy, and you don't want to do it to the 12 states of awareness, well then just spend time to build your house out of brick. Have you loved and protected your children? Have you loved and protected your marriage? Have you loved and protected your business? That is the foundation to manifestation, my friend. And today is the day to live in integrity, where you want to make sure that at least today you have set up loving and protecting as your integrity, as your foundation, as what you are becoming, something standing on solid love and protection. Now, speaking of love and protection, you know, if you are a subscriber to the Personal Sensei Network, that I love and protect you all day long. I'm a Taurus, of course. I build my whole business on loving and protecting people. Today, if you are in my Sensei service at 9:09 a.m., I'm going to actually just nail it on the head. What are you restoring in your life today to integrity? Then at 11:11 a.m., I'm actually going to say, well, what would you think your definition of integrity is? So I'm going to talk about what you believe, or at least what you were born believing integrity was, what it is you thought you had to have in line, and then I'll point out what I know might be also other options. And then at 3:03 p.m., which part of life must be in the highest integrity? So I'll talk about what part of your life has to be straight A's, all T's crossed, or you go a little crazy. Now, if you want a little help with your life, I would be happy to walk by your side each day, my friend. It's called the Personal Sensei Network. You can join right now. It's May 1st. You'll be billed once a month for $19.95, and you'll get 5 to 7 text messages a day that guide you in your personal joy. You see each day how I tie it in. Come on down to SiriusJoy.me and see what all the fuss is about. Now let's move on to today's telepathy. I noticed one of the comments from one of the viewers was, hey, I want to see some male Tauruses. You got it. I was planning on it anyways. And today I'm actually envisioning in my head a male Taurus funny man. So Tauruses can be quite funny, and I think when you see today's choices, you'll see the similar vibration of each of these Tauruses. These are all Taurus funny men. One of them, though, has captured my attention and captured my telepathy. Which is it? Is it number 1, HBO's John Oliver? Number 2, CBS's retiring Craig Ferguson, also a Taurus? Or number 3, CBS's new hire, Stephen Colbert, who was on Comedy Central? Am I picturing John Oliver, Craig Ferguson, or Steve Colbert? Which of these Taurus funny men am I thinking of? I'll have the answer right after this. What's the difference between lust and love? We get them confused. You know, we talk about love and we date, but what does it really take to find love? I can tell you. Introducing Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report. You send us your date of birth, we send you a custom video that's all about you. The biggest problem usually is people choose the wrong person. Not anymore. Find out your birthday secrets today. Available online at secretsofbirthdays.com. Soul Garden. Welcome back to Namaste Today. So, for the answer to today's telepathy, from my temple to yours, which of these funny Taurus men was I thinking about? Was it number 1, John Oliver, number 2, Craig Ferguson, or number 3, Taurus funny man, Stephen Colbert? And the answer is John Oliver. And you might have thought Stephen Colbert, because he's recently been promoted to CBS. But you know what I say? I'm so excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see his work. I think Steve Colbert, for instance, is a brilliant Taurus. One thing you see in all Taurus people is they're always trying to build people up. And Steve Colbert is brilliant in how he's inside out and looks like he's putting people down but really building things up. It's brilliant. I can't wait to see his work. But I have to say, John Oliver of HBO has been a recent pleasant surprise. That's why I chose him. He's doing some great work in his show, which is, what is it called here? Last Week Tonight, which is kind of inside out also. You know what I mean? I understand that. Soul Garden, there's always like, it's always trying to be balanced with Taurus. But if you haven't checked him out, he's really funny. He's very attentive, and he's taught me a few things about light work so far. So yay to John Oliver. He is a step 3 Taurus about opening up our worlds. I believe he's here to help you rebuild your beliefs, because that's what he's doing at step 3. Now let's move on to today's rock and roll gospel. We are also exploring more Tauruses. I love Tauruses, don't you? Who are building value on earth. And this Taurus I've talked about before, but we haven't gone into his music. Today, for this great day of integrity, I've chosen James Brown. Of course, I love James Brown. He's got such amazing energy that comes from his soul and oozes out. And no matter how old he ever has been on stage, oh my God, he's got great energy. So, you know, he is a step 12 Taurus. Step 12 is I love it and I feel it, right? So James Brown, I have to say to you, how do you love and feel? I feel good. He says it right here. I feel good. And so today, as you're starting to step into integrity, just trying to step into the step 11 integrity, put on some James Brown and tell yourself how you feel good and affirm that to yourself. But before you go rock and roll gospel with James Brown, Let's take a look at the modes of each of y'all brothers and sisters today, and an additional special soul vitamin, a special little pill that I recommend you take at least once a day for the next 3 days. Today's soul vitamin is, which state of awareness should you hold in integrity no matter what? So we're all trying to manifest something in our life, but there is a state you should not cross lines on, and I'll give you that state for each of the 12 signs in the 11 steps of Sirius Joy, beginning with the secret step, step 0, the Scorpios. Scorpios, sunny and private for most of the weekend and withdrawn. But when it comes to the highest integrity, make sure you hold your heart right now in the highest integrity. That would also be your love affairs as well. Step 1's the Leos, sunny and chit-chatty, I think, today and through the weekend. But you must hold in highest integrity your boundaries, Your Majesty. Step 2, the Cancers, sunny, nesting, and resting. When it comes to your integrity, you want to hold your beliefs in total integrity, Cancers. Step 3's the Sagittariuses, sunny and social today. When it comes to integrity, you want to make sure you hold your emotions, Sagittarius, in total integrity right now. Do not let yourself emotionally down. Step 4, the Aquarians, sunny and passionate today. But it's now time to hold your integrity and your pricing in integrity right now. So don't budge in those two. Step 5, the Gemini, sunny and childlike today. But it's now time to hold your career and future planning in total integrity. Step 6, the Librans, sunny and cool today with the moon in their sign. But it is now time to hold your health and your work environment in total integrity. Step 7, the Pisces, sunny and private, I think, and withdrawn right now. But Pisces, it's time to hold your actions and behavior in total integrity. Hey, there's no judgment here. This is just what God's saying. Step 8, the Capricorn, sunny and professional today. But now time to hold your thinking and as well as the way you think about yourself in total integrity, Capricorns. Step 9, the Aries, sunny and romantic, I think, right now. But it's now time to hold your faith in God and your faith in yourself in total integrity. So do not let that be broken down. Step 10, the Tauruses, the birthday Tauruses. Happy birthday to us. Right now, you are sunny and hyper alert right now. But it's time to hold your social reputation and who you are in public in total integrity. Step 11, the Virgos, sunny and manifesting today and through the weekend. And it's now time to hold your marriage, the way you relate to yourself, and your partnerships in total integrity. You almost don't have a echoing effect. So some cool little things here. Moving on to our Lightwalker Parade. First, as I always say, if you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. It helps us with our YouTube relationship. And on Facebook, you can be our friend by navigating to soulgarden.me. And you can purchase any of my services at soulmart.me. Now, first of all, my birthday reading sale is in effect. If you buy a 1 hour right now, you get a 30-minute free. And it is May 1st, so you might want to sign up for my personal sensei service, which is me with you 5 days a week. But wait, I am now announcing coming out on Sunday, the Megascope monthly reports are back. I have been so busy in this season recording Megascope monthly reports. These are a 30-minute report that will give you a full visibility of the month of May. They come out on Sunday. Coverage starts for them on Sunday, and I thank you ahead of time. If you're in my email list, you'll get emailed a link to come try them out. They'll be available for a one-off or for a subscription. Details will be at soulmart.me. So for those who are asking, it is back. It is finally back, the Megascope monthly report. So be sure to check it out. And you, my friend, have a fabulous weekend. Good luck staying in integrity. I'm not saying that facetiously. Just like good luck staying in integrity. And follow your heart, and follow everything off. We have a full moon coming up, which is what I'll be reporting in my next show. Until I see you next time, remember to build your house out of brick. I love you, and live, love, be. This is just so ironic.
So